Hello, let's continue our Sudoku adventure with our 150th adventure. So this puzzle is called 150 Adventures. It's by myself, Rangsk. So obviously this will be a walkthrough and not a live solve. But let's go over the rules. So we have standard Sudoku rules. So in every row, every column, and every 2x3 box, we are placing the digits 1 to 6 exactly once each. Additionally, we have killer cages in the grid. That's this cage and this cage. All that's telling us is these 3 add to 15 and these 3 add to 15. Sorry, these 4 add to 15. I can count. So you take these 4 cells, you add them up, they need to be 15. Take these 3 cells, add them up, they have to be 15. Additionally, we have these lines in the grid. Let's take this as an example. These are called German whisper lines, and as you move along the line, the difference between adjacent digits needs to be at least 3. So 3, 4, or 5 would be the differences possible. So let's say this was a 6. Well, this can be a 1, 2, or 3 because all of those are at least 3 different. Let's say we pick 1. Now this could be a 4, this could be a 5, etc. So it can't be a 6 though because we'd repeat 6 in the column, but otherwise it could be. So those are the rules. The killer cages and the German whispers. There's a link in the description if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself, and I am going to walk you through right now. All right, so the first thing to see, which hopefully you notice quickly, is in a 6x6, 3 cells adding to 15 can only be 4, 5, 6. So for a reason I'll explain in just a moment, I am going to color 4, 5, 6 orange, meaning that they are high digits. So we have low digits, which are from 1, 2, 3, and we have high digits, which are from 4, 5, 6. So this is going to be a 1, 2, 3 triple, and we're going to mark 1, 2, 3 in blue. So on a German whisper line, if you think about it, let's do this here. It's always going to alternate low, high, low, high, low, high. And the reason for that is because from a low digit, we can't ever subtract 3 or more. We'd get to 0 or lower. So we're going to have to add 3. And from any of 1, 2, 3, if we add 3, we're going to end up in the 4, 5, 6 range. Then from 4, 5, 6, we're going to have to subtract 3 because we can't add 3. If we're going to subtract 3 from 4, 5, 6, we're back in the 1, 2, 3 range. So we're always sort of crossing that border between 3 and 4. And so we can designate, we can signify that just by coloring orange and blue in alternating fashion. Okay, so now in this column here, these two are going to be the same low or high. They're either going to be both low or both high, but you may notice we already have 2 highs in the column, so we can't add 2 more. So these are all going to be blue and these are all going to be orange, just for the alternating sequence there. This box needs a blue because they're going to have 3 blues and 3 oranges in every row, column, and box. These obviously are blue, these are orange, could have done that earlier. This is blue for the line, this is orange for the row. And the rest is still a little bit ambiguous till we do some more logic. So what I am going to do is I am going to just fill 4, 5, 6 in every orange and 1, 2, 3 in every blue. So the next thing we can do is let's look at this, for example. Can this really be a 4? Well, if this was a 4, it would be surrounded by 2 1s because 1 is the only digit that's 3 away from 4. And we can't put 2 1s in the same column. So actually 4 is not possible in this cell. We can find a few more cells. They're actually all down here. All the rest of them actually you can't do this to because they like this one could be a 3. Even though it would be double 6, they're not sharing a row, column, or box, so that's fine. But down here, this can't be a 4 and this can't be a 4. This one would be surrounded by double 1s like this, and this would be surrounded by double 1s like this. Either way, it's sharing a box or a column. And then these two can't be 3 for similar reasons. And so we end up without a 3 or a 4 in this box. So they go over here. This is a 3, 4 pair. Now this is in the 15 cage. So if this 3, 4 pair is in the 15 cage, that's always going to add to 7, which means so first of all, we can apply the 3, 4 pair to the column if we want, but it doesn't really matter because we need these two to add to 8. And the only way we're adding to 8 is 6 and 2, right? We're not putting a 5 here because 5 plus 2 is only 7. So we have to do 6, and then with the 6, we're putting a 2. And now we've got a bunch of cleanup we can do. So let's do that first. Just clean up all the red markings here. All right. So now can this be a 4? It cannot be because it's next to a 2 or 3. 4 has to be next to 1. So that ends up 5, and we can finish all these off. And then additionally, can this be a 3? No, it can't because 3 is only next to 6. So that actually finishes off all these blues. We get the 4 here. We can clean up some stuff. Alrighty. Um, so now the next thing that is helpful is to look at this box because it's almost done. We know that it needs these 3 digits need to be down here. So these are from 3, 5, 6. And now 3, again, you should be thinking about 3s on lines all the time. If this was a 3, this would have to be 6, but there's already a 6 in the row, so it can't be a 3. So this is 5 or 6, and now we know it's high. This is 3 and it's low. This is not a 3. And so now we can color this low and this high. And if we color this low, we see it sees a 3 and a 1, so it has to be a 2. This now next to the 2 has to be 5 or 6, but there's 6 in the row, so it is a 5, and that gives us all of these digits. 4, we should place the 1 immediately, because 4 can only be next to 1. And all of this finishes, and as you can see, it's pretty smooth sailing from here. So this is going to be a 3 or a 4, but there's a 3 in the column, so it's a 4. And let's finish our coloring first before we finish the digits. So this is going to be blue, this is going to be orange, and this is going to be blue. And we know that this is 3, 6, and 1. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this puzzle. Obviously it says 150 and it's got 15 in the cages. I tried to be thematic here. I had to add some extra lines to make it solvable, but there we go. They're like confetti lines or underlines, or they're encompassing the 150. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it. I've certainly been enjoying doing this whole series. I hope you like the new thumbnail image that we change every 50 puzzles. And of course, if you've been enjoying this, then why not leave a like, subscribe, kind comment below, tell your friends about the series, try to get them into Sudoku. I think this is a good way to do so. And I will see you with 151.